By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
Magandang gabi and welcome to the WIC Open 2020. It is now day 5 of course, our month-long tournament. And we're so excited to see the first round of upper bracket and lower bracket matches here for our tournament today. By the way, my name is Percy and with me is Leo. We will be shoutcasting and co-hosting this entire event from start to end. How are you guys? And of course, how are you, Leo? Kamusta ka na?
Okay naman, it's been a pretty chill weekend since we last saw each other. Natapos tayo sa first round ng WIC Open last week. And this time, we're actually upping the ante here. Medyo intense kasi we might actually have to say goodbye to one of our friends joining us tonight. And that's going to be for the second round of this evening, the second game to be broadcasted for tonight. But first up, it's going to be two winners from day one. So that should be interesting as well. Super excited. But of course, the WIC Open would not be possible without our friends, partners, and sponsors making it happen. Right, Percy?
That's right. So of course, we'd like to thank WIC, World Impact Communications, and of course, mgamer.io.
Maraming salamat rin sa Memo Plus Gold para iwas kalimot. Take Memo Plus Gold capsule every day. Pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Be brainy good with Memo Plus Gold. Thank you as well to Tough Mama. Masaya ang buhay with Tough Mama. Sa quality at tibay maasahan, nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
We'd also like to thank Hop Movers. Syempre, extra kita, extra savings sa mga deliveries with Hop Movers. Download Hop Movers Senders or Hop Movers Captain app and discover great deals. Hop on sa Hop Movers. We'd also like to thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
Thank you as well to iCandy. Get your sweet fab gadget accessories only at iCandy. And last but not least, maraming salamat sa Yellow and Orange. Brighten up your day with only the best home-baked goodies from Yellow and Orange.
All right, so before we get to introducing our teams for tonight, I'd like to invite everybody, lalo na sa mga kakatune in lang, first time nilang manood ng WIC Open, I'd like to show everybody how exactly they can join maybe the next few iterations. Syempre, mga future cup ng WIC. So all you need to do is, ikaw at yung buong team mo, download nyo na yung mgamer.io apps. Hanap nyo siya on your app store, download it, and of course, you and your entire team must average legend ranking in Mobile Legends. Judging though from the action na nakikita natin for the past few days, feeling ko talaga na yung mga teams natin, syempre a little higher than legend, probably very well already into mythic. Mga ganun level yung mga people already in our tournament. Of course, as the tournament moves forward, dapat ginagamit yung mgamer.io app. So all of our monitoring will be coming through here. All of this being said, let's go ahead and take a look at our tournament schedule just so that we know where we are at now at ano pa ang mafe-face natin today. So for today, Monday, ito na po ang day 5 natin. We're already going to be seeing our first rounds of upper bracket and lower bracket matches. So lahat po ng sumali ng unang araw po natin, so sa day 1, will be fighting again today. So let's go ahead and check our tournament bracket so you know exactly where things will be going for us today. So as you can see, double elimination po tayo for our tournament. Sabi nga ni Leo mamaya, we might have to say goodbye to one of our teams for tonight because, well, that's just really how it is. So ang second match natin for this round, for today, medyo do or die na talaga. It's go big or go home.
Yep, and again, at least that's for later. Best of 3 naman ito. So I guess we'll figure out how to feel later on. And that's going to be the matchup between Fly Sports and Eye Candy. But first up, I do believe we are going to be seeing AXA going up against .exe.
All right, so let's go ahead and introduce our members for AXA.Tansui for today. So on the side of AXA Tansui, we have these members. So returning from day 1 is Replica, Andy, and Julie, Casual Nexus, Black, Lust, and Pee-Hee.
At sa kabila naman, ang kanilang mga kalaban, .exe is Montalbay, Silas, Nozawa, J Swaggy, Sapnu, Papa Ketchup, and Jepoy Onik. Yan. Already just by saying their names, I'm getting flashbacks of how they performed on the opening days of the WIC. And I'm super excited because, Percy, we're about to go into the draft.
All right, so without further ado, let's get into it and let's start our Mobile Legends action for tonight. So again, nakita na natin tong mga players na to, especially ng round 1. And I'd like to think that, especially since clean ang mga matches natin na 2-0 for the entire week, do you think na ito na, mag-face off na yung ka-level nilang mga kalaban? So kasi for example, will they start showing their strategies? Magpapakita na ba sila ng cards? What are we expecting as we move into our first match into the upper bracket?
No doubt. I think these teams are going to not pull any punches, especially now going into the upper bracket. They're going to meet teams that are, I guess, closer to their skill level. And even though that is true, baka meron pa rin talaga isa mag-dominate, no? And I'm not sure who it is because we've seen them all for very few times. Last week, puro 2-0. So hindi mo pa rin talaga mabasa yung strategy nila masyado. But with that being said, I think here we are going to see sa draft pa lang kung gaano talaga kagaling itong mga teams na to. I think they're just covering their bases. Hilda and Barat's taken out of the equation by AXA Tansui. .exe naman tatanggalin. Side laner, Alice, as well as a core Roger. I think safe to say Roger is still, if not the best, one of the best cores right now. Only maybe second to, the Lancelot or the Ling.
I see. So it looks like may mga expectations na tayo for tonight. One of the other things I'd like to ask is, especially sa mga games na to, wherein mahaba tayo. This, again, month-long to, ever since nag-start tayo October 30 all the way till November 30. I wanted to ask kung uso ba yung pinag-aaralan nila yung anong lineup ng kabilang team? Because, syempre, pwede na nilang panoorin yung matches nila from the previous round. And how difficult is it to counterpick or to counterplay heroes when you've already seen their lineup from a different match in the same tournament?
I think that's both easy and hard. One, easy because the metagame is the metagame. There's very rarely anything you can do to really change it right now and right here. Kasi wala naman dinagdag na bagong hero eh. Sa totoo lang, well, there's Benedetta. But that aside, ayaw mong ipasok yung factor na yun kasi hindi mo pa rin siya ready ipasok or hindi mo pa rin siya napapractice sa sarili yung team. No? So, just the same, it's very hard because there's very little information. Again, naka-isang round pa lang tayo, and at most, 3 games ang nakita mo linaro na isang team. So, wala ka rin masyado maaral pa. So, you can see what heroes they like, or maybe a few of their, how do we say, tendencies, pero hindi mo pa rin pwedeng masabing basa na yan. But, that aside, looking at this draft, Percy, masasabi ko man, nag-debut na dito ang ating pambansang bayani. Well, sa Mobile Legends. Yung nag-iisang Pinoy, si Badang. Ay, sorry, si Lapu-Lapu. Iba pala yun. Iba pala si Badang. Taga Singapore si Badang, but you know what I'm saying, right? If you know, you know. It's Lapu-Lapu, alright? The recently reworked hero. First pick dito ng .exe. I am so curious as to why. Feeling ko korto eh, pero pwede rin side laner.
Because we did say na bagong pasok lang si Benedetta. One of the other things is yung bagong rework ni Lapu-Lapu. Still, we don't know kung ganun pa siya ka-effective in the current meta. Pero what are your thoughts? Kasi parang I would have liked to think that there were better heroes to pick right away. But then instead, they decided to pick up a Lapu-Lapu.
Yeah. Kasi si Lapu-Lapu, pinalakas lang siya, alright? In-adjust ng konti and then they made the kit more acceptable or more, how to say, useful in the current metagame. Si Benedetta kasi, totally new factor yan. Totally new element in this metagame. So, I understand why .exe has done this, but also, I'm very curious as to why first pick. Di ba? Hindi ko alam kung pinag-aagawan ba to or priority lang nila to or they want AXA to show them their cards first. It could be that. It actually is most likely that na parang, ito sige, first pick natin, Lapu-Lapu, sila rin magugulat. Sila rin hindi nila gets. So, I think that's the approach here. Going into the second phase, Chang'e and Brody take it out. Full range, no? Ayaw nila ng range. Wala pang core, by the way. There it is. Wala pang core. Ang .exe, they bring out the Lancelot.
Okay. So, pero ano na lang ba ang kulang nila, no? I don't see, on the side of .exe, parang wala pa akong nakitang range damage coming from the side of .exe. I know na nag-Granger sila, nag-Cyclops. Pero are these still possible picks coming out from this draft?
Yeah, no. The possibilities dwindle as we go later into the draft. And now, wala na, sarado na. Okay, punuan na dito para sa AXA Tansui. They lock in the Cho and the Nana. I'm super curious for the Nana. Definitely mid Nana yan. Mid Nana, side lane Cho, kasi tank na dito si Kufra. Now, you're wondering ano kaya ang last pick dito ng .exe, and yeah, they were missing a support. I'm not sure if this is the right call though. They're fully loading their CC onto one reliable source, and that's the Atlas. Hindi ko alam kung sapat 'yon.
Oo nga eh, parang maybe they're expecting additional damage. Sinabi mo ang nabuff si Lapu-Lapu. Could it be coming from there? Or definitely this Lancelot will be doing most of the work, no? Anyway, there's not much we can glean from here, I guess. Let's just leave it to the action. But before, of course, we move into the game, I'd like to ask you, sino talaga, out of the draft that we've just seen, who do you think would be the most intelligent pick out of what you've just seen?
Brainy, good draft pick, mga kaibigan. Brought to you by Mega Plus Gold. Gotta be the Lapu-Lapu. By not exposing what the rest of your lineup will look like, you make the most of that last pick as the red side. That's what I'm saying here. Lapu-Lapu, ang ating brainy good draft pick by Mega Plus Gold.
All right, so with that, let's watch this before getting into the action.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Nobody's tough like Mama.
All right, and now we're back into the action. So you can see that on the blue side, you can see that they moved the standard 1-3-1. And actually now the same is also developing on the other side. .exe and the skills are now flying out here in the middle lane, wherein you can see that they're just really throwing each other out and nobody's invading into either jungle just yet. And things are moving forward just as planned. Now, taking a look at the top lane, you can see you've got your Ruby facing up against your Cho, and on the bottom side, you've got your Lapu-Lapu versus your Esmeralda right here. Interestingly, this bottom lane, I'd like to think that the Esmeralda will get a better handle versus this Lapu-Lapu, of course, because of her ability to steal shields, no? Pero I think they would have also anticipated that. Okay?
Yeah, no, I think sakto lang, mas magiging online ng mas mabilis, or at least when it comes to the burst damage, yung Lapu-Lapu. So ang gustong gawin dito ni Silas is makapag-rotate faster than Blank. Pero he runs the risk of leaving Blank to farm. Kasi si Esmeralda, para siyang Uranus yan eh. Usually, hindi ka threatened sa kanya na mag-push, pero pag hinayaan mo, delikado, lalo na in the early game here with the outer third shields, giving extra gold to Blank. And now look at this Lust, naghahanap ng target, pero alam ni Silas kung ano pwede mangyari. He knows what's up, alam niyang wala sa mid, yung mga nasa mid dapat.
Alright, there you go. Hellcurt has already fought the ultimate, and first blood goes to the Esmeralda. Just like that, 3 heroes bursting on down that Lapu-Lapu, and that first blood was brought to you by Tough Mama. And taking a look at the other lanes right now, of course, if the two went down there, where's the rest of the team? Nag-rotate yung trio ng .exe over onto the top. They weren't able to find a good opportunity there. However, they were able to still, not really so far of a lead from that. So things are moving back into equilibrium. Also our 1-3-1 formation. However, take a look at the gold lead. It's already 1K this early on. Not that significant, pero still anything could happen from at this point.
Yeah, yung sinasabi ko, no, mabilis na nakapag-rotate yung Axa Tansui, .exe. Silas knew what was up, but it was a bigger rotation than he expected. He did not expect that it was more than just Lust. And yun ang ginagawa dito, binubugbog ng Axa Tansui, and they get another one from top to bottom, coast to coast. Percy, may nabiktima na naman tong trio ng Axa Tansui. Actually, duo, plus whoever's laning. So this is a great start.
That's right. Just like that, no, ang galing. If it's not the Kufra coming on in, it will definitely be the Cho with a kickback. And so with that, paired with any of the laners, no, they'll be able to really catch out one kill. And things are looking pretty good now on the side of Axa Tansui.
Yep. Axa Tansui going straight for the turtle here with no contest. Already, Percy, wala pang 4 minutes. Lamang na ng 2,000 gold. May sukli pa, 2,000 and change here for Axa Tansui. And again, this is what I'm talking about. Kahit na nanalo tong .exe last week, or yeah, last week, kahit na sila yung day 1 winners natin, iba pa rin when you meet other teams who are just as good as you, and it's a total shift of tone. Now look at this! Oh, another one bites the dust. Papa Ketchup. Pero kung may bawi dito, si Nozawa, mabubuhay pa si Lust, and mababawigan dito ni Replica. Take that, still untouched. 3 for none. Axa Tansui is dominating the early game.
That's right. Actually, I think that was a 2 for none though. Although I really thought na baka mahuhuli na si Kufra, no? Konting-konti na lang at he would have been taken down. Pero at the same time, yung backup galing from the Cho na galing sa side lane, pumasok siya at the right time and he was able to save him. I thought that Cecilian nearly had him, but no avail. Ang galing talaga ng response ng Axa Tansui at that point.
Yep, it's up to Axa Tansui now to convert and use this early game advantage to make sure that, again, back to how we started here, Blank goes well and just does more than pressure Silas in the bottom lane. Replica flickering out. Siya naman ang nabaliktad dito. Fatal Links! Tatlo, pero mabubuhay pa nga! Full combo! Away with a knockup! And there's the Thorned Rose by Nozawa, but it's not gonna finish the job. Ang galing. Oh, wow, off-cam kill.
Alright, so that was action right here at the top lane. Of course, syempre, actually, I thought that they already had him. Ang galing ng Cho using natin kay si Replica, ang galing niyang iwas nun. I saw the action, however, kulang. Kinapos ng konting skill, maybe 1 or 2. However, they already expended a lot of skills in order to catch him out, but that was not enough. But instead, hindi sila babawi. They are on to the Esmeralda now, trying to catch him out. Already 2 skills used, there's Fatal Links coming out. And of course, from the initial outburst from the Lancelot coming on in. However, the rest of the team comes back on. Kufra now being the target, now moving down low, balling himself out. and the rest of the team will disengage, trying to find other targets. However, they're trying to disrupt this purple buff right here. Kufra charging up. May mangyayari ba? Nope. And he, syempre, he disregards that one instead. And will probably go for other actions at this point. Oops, there you go. Air comes on out, comes in, and check that disruption here and there. Ooh, nice. Kufra coming on out. Ultimate from the Kufra was able to catch on one. Nice links right there, and the Helker cleans up the Atlas. Although the Lapu-Lapu catches one out as well. Double kill for the Helgert now, taking him on down, and that tower goes down as well. That successful tower takedown was brought to you by Hop Movers. Now,
Gulo-gulo na jutsu. Ang ginawa doon ng Aksa Tansui. You see in the back line, Replica was there. And at that point, para sabi nila, sige, last, mamatay ka na lang. Ayos lang. Dapat kanina pa namatay eh. But the truth is, it was all worth it because the fact that Replica pushed in all the way into the back and then went down all the way into the front again of the tower just to take it down was all worth it. So, for sure, mid-death ang Aksa Tansui. But it's a death that they should have afforded earlier on pa. So, may utang pa nga sa totoo lang ang .exe dito, and now they're going for the turtle once more.
That's right. So we they're already even this Hellcurt has been trying to chip off this turtle ever since then. With .exe coming in to disrupt this turtle, not going to give it to them easily. Nice steal. No, it was not a steal. Hellcurt able to catch that one, and of course pop his ultimate at the same time. The rest of the steals done, and he takes down the Lapu-Lapu with him, and he now goes down. However, ang nahuli rin, ang Atlas in the midst of all of that. Ruby now extremely low. However, syempre, still in the game because may resurrection pa siya at any point in time. She could come in, reincarnate, but then I don't think they'll waste it for that one. However, she's charging on now, and here comes the choke kick comes on out. He will pop that ultimate. Pop that reincarnation, and she'll just go out cleanly. Now, taking a look at the bottom lane, here comes the rest of the team. Of course, taking down that tower's the Hellcurt with still the turtle buff on that one. Oops, they're actually now really going for the Ruby, and binalikan nila. They finally take it down with the rest of the team. However, here comes .exe, not going to give it away that free, and they do take down the Kufra once more. Lust going down for the second time. This is the second kill for .exe in this game. However, with a score of 10-2, things still are in the hands of Aksa Tansui.
Mahirap to. Yung ginagawa ng Aksa Tansui, it's definitely pressuring the lane that definitely should not be pressured. Now, what I was gonna say, Montalbay, yes, maganda na meron siya immortality, but the fact remains na immortality ang una niya nabuo means this Ruby is not dealing damage. So what's happening now is Aksa Tansui knows that .exe is playing not to win anymore. They're playing just not to lose. Alam mo yun, there's a difference between playing to win and playing not to lose. And naramdaman ni Aksa Tansui, okay, they're on the defense, let's pressure it, take all the things that we can without giving away too much. Hence the score, 10-2. Lamang dito ngayon by 10,000 gold ang Aksa Tansui. And now we see the result of having just one main CC. Just Atlas, just Papa Ketchup, nahihirapan dito mag-make space para kay Ginozawa at para kay Sapnu. Pero okay na yung buhay ni Sapnu. The fact na hindi pa namamatay itong Cecilia na to means baka meron nga silang insurance policy. Maybe they can go late here.
That is probably true. They could be going late. However, I don't know. I think the gap for me a little bit too much. You were mentioning dati na pag nag 5k gold lead nas, talagang it's an uphill battle from there. And of course, they also plus this Lord was also taken down. Lord Kill brought to you by Tough Mama. And now, again, since they're playing not to lose, just like you said, with a Lord on their side, I don't know, things are going to be extremely hard for them now.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting fight because now Lord is going to be marching down bottom. Nagpo-push sa top si Replica. They're looking for moves here. And Percy, what's super annoying with a Nana when you're ahead is gusto mong humabol, gusto mong makabawi. And the fact is Julie here can overcommit and force to make more mistakes given the Nana passive. Alam mo yun, yung mamamatay na yung Nana, tapos ay, boy pa pala, mag-aasim ang .exe, mapapasama pa sila. And now look at this, an engagement up top.
Kufra comes in and jumps on in while the choke comes on down. Skills come on out, and the Hellcurt takes down another double kill from Andy coming on in. And the Kufra is still alive. Cho takes down the Ruby, and just like that, tama ka, they are not really they're really focusing on defense, the offensive power of Aksa Tansui right now is a little too much. Two
Yeah,
towers
wala na
already
silang
taken down.
firepower. Wala silang firepower. They're so focused on playing defensively, saving what resources they have left. And there you go, a knockout by Sapnu onto Replica. But is that enough? There's only 2 defenders left here. Nice jump in by Lust. Bouncing ball, nag-arap na target para mapin down si Nozawa. This is dangerous for Aksa Tansui. I think they should back out. Immortality on Lust now. He can afford to overcommit, but there's not enough damage since nawawala dito si Replica. Kailangan nilang mang-mamba out. Kailangan nilang manghugot from underneath the base. And I think they will buy time. They'll wait possibly for another pickoff or 2. And yeah, the fact is, Percy, sobrang bilis ng game na to. Wala pang 12 minutes. Lord counter is not even up yet. So what they can do is start choking out .exe. Take all the resources. Wag mong bigyan ng purple si Nozawa. Wag mong bigyan ng orange si Nozawa. Force even Sapnu to find ways to trigger his passive. This is very difficult for .exe.
Right, so at this point in time, wala. Tama ka nga. They can only choke them all now. And I think the gold lead and the experience lead at the same time will only just get wider and wider from here. What can .exe do now? Ano na lang ang hinihintay nila, I guess?
Sorry, who's .exe? What's
Sorry.
.exe waiting?
Yes.
.exe is waiting for... I don't know, it's so hard to say that Aksa Tansui can even make mistakes here. The only mistake that Aksa Tansui can make right now is to overcommit under the base. This might be it. Replica taking quite a bit of damage. Phantom execution onto him. Silos gets the final blow, and it's too late. Gulogo no Jutsu once more, buying them time to attack the base and get the victory. 1-0 in the lead ang Aksa Tansui.
All right, so there you go, folks. Our winner for our first match of the night, it is Aksa Tansui. And wow, okay, that was really quick, no? Sabi mo nga, it wasn't under, I think our match was about a little over 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And in just one go, they were able to take down almost all 3 towers na, no?
Actually, all 9 kasi ang total niyan 10 kasi kapag kasama
Right.
yung base. So they took everything down. Lininis nila yung base ng .exe, and now we're starting to see who really is dominant. I can't wait to see how else or what else Aksa Tansui can do, because .exe is in trouble. .exe was very little that they did, Percy. They were so on the defensive. Nasa back foot sila the whole time. Nasa peligro yung buhay nila the whole time ever since that rotation on the bottom lane. So with that being said, I think our brainy good MVP for this game, brought to you by Memo Plus Gold, is gotta be Lust. All right? Score-wise, it's Andy kasi nga sila yung duo na umiikot top, down, wherever, mid to really go for these ambushes. But kailangan talaga nating pasalamatan dito yung tank, the shot caller, the one who makes these kills and ganks possible. Sure, the damage is coming in from the core, but Lust, the way he played, very aggressive, and only died twice, by the way. Only died twice. Siya ang ating MVP.
Right. So there you go. Thank you very much, Leo. At the same time, of course, I'd also like, just on my end, hindi naman ganun ka brainy goal, but then just props as well, because ang MVP on the other side, actually, of the other team is actually our Sicilian, played by Sapnu,
Yeah.
who apparently is apparently it's his birthday today. Happy birthday!
Happy
Sapnu.
birthday!
So I'm watching the comments right now. Bawi daw, Sapnu, birthday mo naman. Same time, Aksa Tansui, baka naman, kahit isa ka na lang. Joke, just kidding. Hindi, syempre, in tournaments like this, you give your all. And
Play to win. Yeah,
that's
play
the
to
respect
win.
you have to give over to your teammates
Yeah.
and to your opponents as well. All right, so there you go. Ngayon, syempre, this is the first time na both teams are facing off against each other. They've already seen their past matches. They've already seen what they're able to bring to the table at this level. How do you think .exe will be able to, should counter, what can .exe do right now in order to maybe secure their chances of winning the next game?
That's what I'm saying, no? .exe is in trouble. It was a very difficult matchup, but the fact that Sapnu played safe and was possibly their only hope. Kasi nga Lancelot is a snowball type hero. You can't just start farming as Lancelot, hide in the jungle, come out, and then start winning. No, you have to join fights. But Sicilian is not. Iba si Sicilian. Iba si Sapnu. 1, birthday niya. 2, yung hero niya, lumalakas the longer the game goes and the more people he hits with his skills. Okay? Lumalakas yung magic power niya, ability power niya, and you don't
Your
let
team
them
is
pick up
picking.
heroes that might be annoying to you. Barats and Hilda. Next, on the other side, .exe, ito kailangan natin bantayan. They ban out the Roger, safe, just very good meta hero in general, and Hellcurt ni Andy. So takot na sila. First pick, Kufra, denied from Lust.
All right. So now that I know, actually see .exe, if I'm not mistaken, actually has a history of using Kufra, and they are also very well versed in using these heroes. However, on the other side, Axa Tansui are
Your team
securing
is
the core very early on. Parang okay, wala, nothing to hide. We know na you know that we're bringing this in. Now, anong sagot nyo?
Yes, but it's also dangerous because Axa Tansui has the risk of just being overconfident, and this might be one of those mistakes wherein they're overconfident. Pinanalo natin yung game 1, easy peasy. We can draft messily, and this is a messy pick, I think. No offense to whoever's drafting right now, but it's very messy when you're picking your core so early. I'm not sure if it's a panic pick or it's just a way to go like, Hail Mary play, tapusin natin agad-agad. Lancelot ni Andy. Could be that, but either way, strong picks for everyone, regardless of the order. Uranus and Yusen Shin,
Your team is banned.
kailangan gawin dito ng Axa Tansui, lock in the YZ, bully that YSS. Chances are, kung hindi nila gawin yun dito agad-agad, either ibaban or pipick ng .exe ito. So that's something to consider. But yeah, second phase of banning, definitely side laners ang kulang ng both teams. They can use one side laner each.
I see. Interestingly enough, no, maybe it's because alala sila na they don't want this Lancelot to fall into the hands of .exe, which is why kinuha kagad ni
Your
Axa
team is
Tansui.
banning.
Okay.
Wait,
Your
what?
team is
Sorry, my bad. Then
Yeah,
tama
no.
nga. Kinuha
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, ban, pick. So, my question is, bakit nawalan ng ban? Is that a mistake? I'm sorry.
Sorry, we're banning it.
No, they missed the ban.
It's the ban.
Huh. Oh, they should really pick the YZ. Xborg YZ pwede. Xborg YZ. Let's do it. Xborg and YZ is what I'm saying. Not Xborg or YZ. Xborg and YZ. Mid mo na yung Alice.
Your team
Or side lane
is
Alice pa rin.
picking.
I don't know. Either way. Most people don't fall for it anymore. But hold up! Bakit ganito? Why like this? What is this? Cyclops Fanny? Ano to? Ito ba yung Hail Mary play? Ito ba yung Blitz? Ito yung Gambit ng .exe? Sige, pakitaan natin sila ng Fanny. Nozawa, labas mo na. Might be it.
Actually, if you remember, this was their lineup for game 1. We were questioning this Cyclops from Jepoy Onic, and at the same time, Nozawa bringing out Fanny. But I'm not sure if, actually, there you go.
Your team
I was gonna
is
say na hindi
picking.
ako sure kung talagang yun yung ipipick niya, pero instead, Nozawa locks it in. Looks like we're gonna have a Fanny game 4th day. On the other side, Anjali picks up the Nana once more.
There it is. Okay, so side lane nga. Side lane Alice, mid Nana, side lane Xborg. Okay.
Your thoughts?
Man. Whenever I see a Fanny in tournaments, masaya ako. It's something new. It's always fun, all right? It's always a coin flip, right? So,
Right.
I don't know. It's nahirapan ako i-assess yung buong lineup. But for sure, may bias to, all right? All the bias in the world. My brainy good draft pick by Memo Plus Gold. Gotta go to that Fanny. Again, whenever someone plays Fanny, it's either they're smart or it's a mistake that they'll recognize later. But I think, based on Nozawa's experience and his track record in this tournament, good yan. So that's my brainy good draft pick.
Time talagang coin flip will fall heads or tails. We'll find out right after this.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
All right, into the action right now, and we're moving into our standard 1-3-1 on the side of Axa Tansui. However, here in the lane though, on the side of .exe, they've got something else planned. We can see that the Fanny is helping Digital YSS or the other instead. However, a very early invasion right here on the side of .x, the side of they know that they need to steal this buff right here, and yes, they do. What
no!
Purple steal right there, and no doubt it is Andy takes first blood right here. They know that they need to equalize as early as now, because if they leave up, and there you go. Checker right there, he flashes out. He still could jump away from that. However, still, first blood goes to Andy, and that first blood is brought to you by Tough Mama. Wow, .exe really going all in right now. They are more aggressive than ever.
They made knockout the purple. That's ridiculous. I could have sworn na yung ka-MLan or yung gigil ng Axa Tansui was gonna be their detriment. It's gonna be their downfall. But right here, they were able to do it relatively unpunished, unscathed, with impunity. Montalbay daw tatamaan dito ng phantom execution ni Andy. And once more, it's gonna be O2 with an ejector onto Silas. Down you go. Sit down, boy. Percy, it's crazy. Yung base at yung jungle ng .exe, sabi ng Axa Tansui, amin na to. Dito na kami, bahay na namin to. Where's the fridge? That's what's happening here. And it's crazy. I don't know what to do against a team this aggressive, man. Sa totoo lang, sabi ko reset. But if in the opening minute of a game, ganito maglaro ang Axa Tansui, .exe needs to start reconsidering where they can find farm. I'm so worried for Nozawa here on this Fanny.
That's right. Things are getting really interesting now, because how will Axa Tansui turn around from this? How will .exe recover from this one? Actually, I was watching the fan, take a look at that X-board, konti na lang, just one more skill will be able to take it out, and they're finally able, some signs of life now from the blue team with the Uranus going down, however, not before taking out the X-board.
Yep, ayun, may bawi ng konti. Jay Swaggy pays the ultimate price, his own life, as he goes up against Blank. Okay, si Blank talaga parating na sa sacrifice, parating mainit ang mata sa kanya. But now Nozawa goes down, phantom execution once more. Walang tore-tore kay Andy. At mulit-muli, they're gonna starve this Fanny from that purple. And Jepoy Onyx tries to defend. Andy in trouble. Jay Swaggy, Ionic Edge, naghahanap ng target. And I think with another retribution, where is it? Oh, na-reset lang.
One more. Oh,
mag-reset lang. Okay. Baka ito na magka-buff na. Baka lang.
Or actually, they could be. Actually, if you take a look at it, 6 more seconds before. Oh, nice! That's there! They're waiting for Andy, actually, a couple more seconds, 6 more seconds of his retribution. So he will be some time before he pops that one. So instead, they opted to go for the reset if they can't catch anyone. No excuse coming on it as a starter. And actually, Nozawa was able to convert that turnover onto their side. However, not before double kill coming from the side of Anjuli on that Nana. X-Borg now coming on out will be on trouble a little bit. However, that's already too far for them to act on at this point in time. Now the score is now over the side of Axa Tansui.
Yeah, 4K gold lead, Percy. 4K gold lead. And here's what's interesting, no? It looks like ang plano ng Axa Tansui hindi manalo. Ang plano nila, wag bigyan ng purple si Nozawa. But for now, I think at least magkakaroon na ng purple. All right, the first purple buff after 2 tries. Actually, no, 3 tries dito for Nozawa. Nakuha niya na rin finally. And this might be the start of a new age, no? Ooh! Wow! Nakita mo yun, replica with the juggle. Silas, Mountain Shocker, naghanap na target. And pushes replica away. Nozawa wants this.
And they're able to flip it out. However, let's take a look at the bottom lane. Cyclops trying to catch out that Lancelot. Not happening at all. I think they were trying to attempt and kill right here. The Cyclops pretty low there. Not going to be able to catch him one out as well. And so both of our mages have to reset and will be recalling out back home.
Okay, so purple buff is one good thing. Turtle, again, once more, at least nasecure dito ng Axa Tansui. .exe, Jay Swaggy, I like the way he's playing. it's good to pressure blank like this, but kung bibisitahin ka ni na Andy at ni Last muli, that's another issue. Here we go. Looking for a target. Ejector? Nope. Okay.
Charging on up, and actually now they were just waiting for that tower to come down, and they actually do so. However, ooh, nice flash out. Ejector coming on in. However, Nozawa is in the area. They're fighting against this Jawhead. Where's the rest of his teammates? YSS using his ultimate and trying to pass some time. However, that's not enough. He eventually goes down.
Ooh. It's going to be a faster game if this continues dahil ganito, Pers. Even game 1 was not this fast. Even game 1, hindi ganito ang galawan na Asa Tansoy. So I think sila ang mas mabilis matuto, sila ang mas mabilis at mas aggressive gumalaw. And Replica now 2v1. Silas and Montalbay having some trouble. There's the Blood Oath. Nozawa though spots him out. Naka-orange at purple ito ha. The full combo coming in, and here comes the Cavalry. Andy looking for his next target. Nakita niya si Nozawa. Alam niya nandito. And hindi sila mag-aasib.
That's right. Siyempre, they're going to be backing off right now. 2 buffs. Ano bang magagawa ng 2 buffs sa 3 buffs ni Andy right here? Along with the rest of the team. Tingnan mo, 1, 2, 3, 4. All of the rest of the team is already in the periphery. However, the YSS knows this now that he's used the ultimate. And they will be disengaging from here. Trying to look for another target. And could the Cyclops be the target they're looking for? In, and where is the ejector? Na-stun out siya. Wala siyang na. However, nice cleanup from Andy. Taking out that Cyclops just in the nick of time.
Sounds good. I mean, almost close for last. Jepoy Onic. I'm wondering now maybe Sapno played a little safer. But again, the lineup here on Asa Tansoy, mas aggressive din eh. So hindi ko rin masisi to si Jepoy Onic. And the CC in his kit is mostly relegated to his ult. So, yeah. Plus Flame Strike, of course. So, again, but that's 2 very high cooldown abilities. And yun, binitawan agad yung ult, catches Lust and Mountain Shocker. I guess just to push them back. So, very defensive. Again, shades of game number 1 here. Defensive na naman maglaro ang .exe, but it's what they need to do to survive. And eventually, maybe turn around from there to win.
Alright, another turtle takedown brought to you by Tough Mama. And it's already the third turtle, actually, if I'm not mistaken, taken by Lancelot. However, the Cyclops now has the ultimate on him. He could be taking on it in time. There he goes, charge in, have an execution, and one more hit. He goes down. Kufra also coming on in, trying to save him. Nozawa trying to catch Lust, and he actually eventually does. Kufra now charging towards the mid. He disengages. The tower, of course, gets taken down, so nothing to protect him if he jumps in. That tower takedown brought to you by Hop Movers. Nozawa now coming on in.
Wow.
Catch. And mukhang the-pop na yung ultimate actually hindi pa. Pwede pa niyang i-chase to. And yeah, he does. Killing spree for Nozawa. And that's actually down now for the Nana. However, back here in the bottom lane, both Andy and Replica just took out this tower underneath the supervision of the Cyclops and the Kufra.
That kill is only possible with a hero like Fanny, no? Phantom execution by Andy. Cyrus babagsak Nozawa, able to get out. And again, Nozawa's face, you can only imagine. Yung purple buff ko, mama, kinuha na naman ni na Andy. It's another team fight in the jungle this time. Last insanity here by Blank, and they are going to get Jay Swaggy as well as Jepoy Onic. Phantom execution, Nozawa to the rescue. Kaya niya ata si Blank, pero may immortality yan. There's the unstoppable force. Down Nozawa goes. It's a wipeout. Ladies and gentlemen, .exe is once more at the cusp of losing this game. Asa Tansoy, anong kinain nito? Anong ginagawa nila sa office? Malakas ang ML nila doon.
Baka hindi pa kumakain si .exe kasi di ba umalis si Sapno. Baka naghahanda na siya ng hindi pa sila nagpa-birthday dinner. Kaya baka hindi pa nagde-dinner mga to. Hinihintay nila. Kaya ops guys, maghahanda lang ako. Kayo muna, pasap muna. Hahanda ako na yung birthday dinner natin.
Okay, well, at least this is the upper bracket. So this might not be the last we see of .exe for sure. Now Blank chasing down Jay Swaggy. Unstoppable force here by Last with the ejector underneath the turret. There's all the damage coming in. And a full combo from Andy. Nag-survive pa rin. So that might be one of the few times Andy engaged onto someone from that XA and did not succeed. So, at least now, alam natin si Jay Swaggy, at least nakakapag-farm siya ng bahagya. Okay? The Avarice working wonders for him, farming up this Uranus.
Alright, however, he's still going on down. He's now moving for round 2. Nice ejector right there, trying to escape from the rest of them. However, he was able to make space for that Lancelot to take down one after the other. And if he can't take down the Uranus, he might as well take somebody else down. And that's what he did to Jepoy Onyx on his Cyclops. And now, eventually, with the rest of his teammates, he was able to finally take down the Uranus. And Alice cleans up, taking down the... cleaning out the X-Borg as well.
And now, kumakatok na sila sa loob ng, well, sa pinto. Papasok pala sila sa loob. Now, there is the Thorn Rose by Andy. 2 defenders left here, Cyrus and Jepoy Onyx. I think this is an okay combination. Kaya pa nila mag-defend dito. And they get the stun onto Andy. Phantom Execution out. So that's 1 ult down. Then 1-8 though on this Lancelot. Percy, we haven't even seen Lord.
No, we haven't at all. It could be that they don't even need to anymore. As much as they could right now while everyone's disengaging, and now would be a very good time to do it because, they've already right here. A nice dodge. They were able to dodge the ultimate of the Cyclops right there. And, as much as they could be taking Lord right now, it's still also very dangerous because one misplay could cost them the game. Even with a nearly 10k gold lead. Sabi mo nga, the only thing that .exe can hope for is a mistake on the side of Axa Tansui, but clearly they aren't likely. I don't know how likely that is.
That's game 1. Game 1 was off of a mistake, off of overcommitment. This time, I think, ang pwede pang ipanalo dito ng .exe is to steal this Lord. Kaya ba ni Jay Swaggy? Hindi. Merong retribution. And they are pretty low, so this is dangerous. A few Ionic Edges could end Andy here and pop the immortality off of Blank. They survive. Lust taking quite a few damage here. Montalbay, nice Tyrant's Rage into that turret, into that wall. Last Insanity ngayon, ikot-ikot. Montalbay taking quite a bit of damage. Sabog dito, Immortality pop. Montalbay from the back. Blank as well, looking low. Naku, si Blank, delikado. Down he goes. That's a shutdown onto the X-Borg. And Jay Swaggy is running for his life. Replica with the flow. Oh, I think he's gonna get away. Napag-consecration pa nga.
Oh, nice dodge right there. He was able to watch out of that one. However, he leaves the rest of his teammates and of course the Lord firing down middle lane. There's no much to do. He's recalling right now. However, will he make it in time? One more hit from the Lord and that finally goes down. The last tower is taken down. That tower takedown brought to you by Hop Movers. And the Lord finishes off that bit. Congratulations to Axa Tansui.
2-0. 2-0, yun ang gift ng Axa Tansui kay Sapnu.
Baka yun yung gift nila na, guys, di pa kayo kumakain. Sige, bilisan na natin to para makakain na kayo, makapag-birthday kayong kasama.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I don't know, ang galing ng early game aggression talaga ng on the side of Axa Tansui. They knew that the Svanny needed that purple box, lalo na ng early game, and it wasn't until 4 minutes after na finally nakuha niya.
Well, second purple pa lang naman yun, and I've seen worse wherein the Fanny or the core on the opponent's side did not get any at all. But the fact remains, that one buff, Nozawa had to work so hard to get that one buff. And again, there's a reason why we don't see Fanny very often in the meta is because she doesn't do very well when she is behind like this. So, sa draft pa lang masasabi kong medyo nahirapan na ang .exe. So I guess this was their Hail Mary play. Again, Sapnu out, Papa out, and then you get Jay Swaggy in and Jepoy Onyx. Just wasn't enough. So that just means Axa Tansui, they knew their win condition, they knew their strategy, and they executed well. And they just drafted the way they did. Again, and Julian, the same hero. It's the Nana. And then you still have the super aggressive core and tank in Lusty and Andy. It's almost the same exact game. Pinatagal lang na konti. 12-43 ito. But just the same, Axa Tansui did very well. So they are still our only undefeated team in the WIC Open.
So far. Syempre, this is only our first days of upper brackets and lower brackets. And of course, now that the match is over, before we move on to the next, I'd like to just ask you, for this round, just for this match, who would be your Brainy Good pick for Brainy Good MVP pick for the day?
No doubt, it's gotta be Andy this time. Our MVP, our brainy good MVP. It's gotta be Andy this time. Last, for sure, medyo maganda yung mga pinasok niya dito, ejector, even the unstoppable forces on the right targets. But really, Andy, I only saw one moment where he did not finish what he came to start. And that was that one time against Jay Swaggy. Yung Uranus ni Jay Swaggy, napatigas. But everyone else that Andy touched, Andy killed, decimated, destroyed. 12, 1, and 8. So that is a 95% participation on this Lancelot. So almost everything that happened on the map, siyang may pakana. So with that being said, definitely Andy is our brainy good MVP.
All right. So with that, let's go ahead and prepare ourselves for the next match. So don't feel bad. .exe, may chance pa kayo. Ito na ang pa-birthday ni WIC Open, no, na hindi pa kayo eliminated. You still have a chance to rise up from the bottom. However, for now, let's get on to our first match for the lower brackets. That's right, our next series. Let's pause for a break. When you come back, you will see our next match. That's Fly Esports versus iCandy right after this.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bakwa Pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bakwa Pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bakwa Pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
Magandang gabi and welcome to the second half of the WIC Open 2020 Day 5. And here we are now to one of our more exciting matches of today because this is the lower bracket match number 1 of the entire tournament. So that means it's really dangerous. We're going to be fighting on the edge of everything right now because one of these teams will be going home tonight.
Fight for tournament life, ika nga. By the way, this is Percy and my name is Leo. We'll be bringing you the action. We just witnessed Aksa Tansoy 2-0.exe pero ayos lang. Ibig sabihin, makapag-birthday celebration si Sapno. Tonight, coming up next, it's going to be, as Percy said, a very significant matchup. This time it's for all of the marbles. It's the fight for their chance to continue here in the WIC Open. Fly Sports versus iCandy, both losers of their respective matches from day one of this whole tournament. And that tonight, there can only be one who continues to fight.
Of course, before we find out who exactly that would be, we'd like to thank, of course, the WIC World Impact Communications for putting all of this together. And of course, to mgamer.io for making this all possible.
Maraming salamat rin sa Memo Plus Gold para iwas kalimot. Take Memo Plus Gold capsule every day. Pure natural, Bacopa Monniera, be brainy good with Memo Plus Gold. As well, thank you to Tough Mama sa home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama ang perfect partner. Simple ang functions, good quality at affordable. Nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
We'd also like to thank Hop Movers for deliveries na hindi kaya ng motorsiklo. Choose Hop Movers and enjoy big savings. Download the app and discover great deals for your deliveries. Hop on. We'd also like to thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
Thank you to iCandy, Fab Gadget Accessories at affordable prices. iCandy is the place for you. Visit iCandy on Facebook and see the great gadget accessory selections. And yellow and orange, brighten up your day with only the best home baked goodies from Yellow and Orange.
All right. So, of course, like we mentioned earlier, none of this would be possible without the M-Gamer app. So, for those interested in joining the next WIC Open, all you need to do is go ahead and download the M-Gamer app. So, what you need to do is register you and your team on the mgamer.io app. And, of course, your team must reach average of legend ranking in Mobile Legends. Of course, dapat kaya nyo rin gamitin yung mgamer.io app. If you don't know what it is, I think you're in for a surprise, especially if you're medyo semi-pro or sumasali ka sa mga tournaments. The mgamer.io app might be something that interests you. So I won't spoil you so much, but go ahead and check out the app because that is very interesting. So let's go ahead and check out the tournament schedule as well so you know where we're at. So mukhang for today, we'll be finding out, again, like sabi ni Leo, Fly Esports versus iCandy will be our second match for today. And of course, take a look at our bracket for today. You will see that both of them are currently in the lower bracket. So again, sa lahat ng mga lower bracket matches for the rest of the week and also reaching a little bit into next week as well, this is their last chance moving on in. So let's go ahead and introduce the teams because, hey, they're both be fighting for the tournament lives right here tonight.
Yep, first up, it's going to be Fly Esports. Si Tods, 20. Tama ba yung basa dyan? Tods, 20. Night Fury, Kazuma, Virus, Chekwa, Light, Fury, and Janelski going up against iCandy. It's an all-ladies roster here, and they are coming back strong with the same lineup as they did day one. Of course, you have here Bubble Stark, Watatsumi, Hello Hani, Your Marine, Jisoo Kim, and no rest for The Wicked.
All right. With that, let's go ahead and start the match as soon as we can. So we're now waiting for both teams to come on in, and the moment that gets on, let's begin the draft. All right. So both teams have already exhibited most of their matches right now. So now that they can't pull any punches, what does it usually mean? Kapag nasa lower bracket ka na, do you still think that it's a good idea to hide cards at this point in time?
No. Right here, right now, imaginein mo lahat to sudden death. As much as possible, if you can just get wins easy, do that. Play the best strategy you can and don't ever consider even other choices. Like, play what you know, play the best that you can, and make sure you get the wins. Wag mo nang bigyan ng, wala na download games at all. Kung hindi ako naniniwala sa download games dati, whatever kind of best of 3 series that is, mas lalo dito. So with that being said, the ladies of iCandy and of course Fly Esports, labas nyo na lahat. Okay, and again, use all the knowledge you have from the previous days. So I think that'll come into play here in the bans. First up, Lunox taken out, as well as Barats. So yeah, no Barats so far in today's broadcast.
Interesting actually, because iCandy actually has some history using this Lunox, and I think if they look back at the day one tournament, mukhang na-identify na yata nila na okay, itong Lunox ni Bubble Star is something that we should try to avoid, and as much as there were better meta picks to ban out, mukhang mas na-identify nila na mukhang itong si Lunox, best that we deal with this right now.
Yep. Lunox, and I think they're just covering their bases here with the Brody. Feeling ko napipick ko na sila kay Brody sa ranked games. So tanggalan na natin yan. And I'm wondering now what iCandy is looking to take out. I'm guessing it should just be another notorious hero. I was gonna think a side laner, but okay, Ling. I'm guessing Ling ni Czech. So I do believe it's Czech who was playing the core last time. And that's a good call. But that does open up the other good core. That's going to be the Roger.
That's right. Actually, Fly Esports has this is exactly what Fly Esports is ready for. If it's not the Link, it's definitely going to be the Roger. However, on the other side of iCandy, ito na ang Hanabi ni Hani, and they're also going to be securing a Farsa to go with it.
Tawag dyan yung Honeybee. All right. That's the Honeybee. Farsa is good. I don't like the Honeybee, to be honest, but again, you play what you know, and you play it well. So if that's their marksman of choice, their core, put it in the side lane, even put it in mid if you like, I totally understand. Now looking at the other side here for Fly Esports, I like the Tams. Early on, side lane, ilabas mo na. I'm guessing you can also go Yuzhong. Yuzhong, who here would be great to dive the Hanabi and to dive the Farsa. But ayan, already revealed their side laners. It's the Alice and the Esmeralda. They have room for mid and a tank.
So mid and a tank. On the side of iCandy, tanks I think that they've used before. They have actually a huge lineup of tanks now. They can go ahead and pick up an Atlas, a Katukacha, a Jawhead, so on and so forth. And I think they went with again with the Jawhead.
Atlas, napag-Atlas na rin sila. I remember that much. So there's so much here that iCandy can do. They have a few options all still open, and hindi ko alam kung gaano totoo to The Jawhead with a retribution, it might actually be an assassin Jawhead. Definitely not in style sa meta ngayon, hindi yan uso. But again, if you know how to play it and if it's what you're comfortable with, whatever will get you to that 2-0 or 2-1 win to continue in the WIC, that's what I suggest you do.
Oh, interesting pick right here. I think this would be their main tap, I guess.
Tigreal.
There
So
it
baka
is.
nga yun nga, yung sinasabi mong assassin na Jawhead na yan.
Yeah. It's one more slot that they have here, side laner. Kailangan pa ng iCandy na isa pang side laner, and possibilities are endless. They can pick any number of other heroes that they want. But for iCandy, ang kulang pa nila dito main tank and mid laner. So their main tank could be the Gatot. I'd rather pick something else. Ang dami pang open dito. You have the Hilda still open. And there you go. There's their support. That's going to be the Valir. Pushing back the Tigreal. I like it.
Your team
Okay.
is picking.
So interesting. I was maybe hoping that if you remember, Kazuma used parang nag 2 games siyang Akai in the last round. However, ngayon, sige, maybe this might not be working for us. Sige, let's go ahead with the Gatukacha. Mukhang mas effective to for our matches here. All right, so we've all locked in all of our heroes for both drafts. Of course, you already know what question I'm going to be asking you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're asking me what I've had for dinner, then we'll talk about it later. But if you're asking me who my brainy good draft pick will be, brought to you by Memo Plus Gold, gotta give it to that Gatot Kacha. All right, Gatot Kacha is a very is an active tank, and with the way that I see iCandy wants to engage, maganda yung ult niya dito. So Gatot Kacha with the Avatar of the Guardian, able to dive into the far side, to the Hanabi, and even go through the frontliners ng iCandy. That's going to be my brainy good draft pick.
All right, let's jump into reaction straight into it right after this.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri.
Enemy reaches the battlefield.
All right, we're now opening up the matches once more, and we're now beginning the first match in the series of the lower bracket match 1. So here we go. On the side of Fly Esports, moving into their standard 1-3-1, while here we see a 2-2-1 on the side of Eye Candy.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting how things are going to be developing from here.
Yeah, mahirapan si Virus dito. Again, even if this is the gold lane, and even if this is an Esmeralda, I can only imagine the kind of harassment that these two will give. But look at this now. First blood drawn by Kazuma. Gatot Kacha using his newly reworked kit to be able to take down that that jungler, your Marine. Again, it is going to be the assassin Johead with the help of course, Tods. Si Tods pa na ako na orange buff. So, already, Flying Sports very much ahead in this game.
With that first blood taken, brought to you by Tough Mama, you can only see that interesting ang play nila here, no? I was actually wondering how, what that Gatukasha was doing that far in. Pero yun pala, alam niya na kunin niya yung buff nitong Johead. And you can see here in the periphery that it looks like Tods is trying to do the same thing. Oh, Kazuma coming on in. Nice pushback. Ultimate skills coming fly out from Gatukacha. Konti na lang, both mid laners are dropping down low. They'll have to recall right here or move back to base, buying more time for the rest of the mid lane to step up experience or gold.
Yep, so far 1,000 pa lang naman or less than 1,000 ang lead dito ng Fly Esports. But as you can see on the map, they are very aggressive. They're very, very hyperactive, no? And again, Kazuma coming in with the taunt and the rest. That's 4. Tods misses the missile and they still get it. The fireball. Oh no, that's a lot of free gold. That's a lot of free gold from that outer shield turret.
Oh, look, it looks like they want more. They'll be able to catch out the Farsa, and yes, they do. Jisoo Kim going down. Of course, they were trying to dissuade them from taking down this, because of course that's a free tower takedown, and of course free gold get right there. If they don't do anything, it will just go straight away. However, instead she had to sacrifice her life in order for that to happen, for them to disengage. I don't think that's very much worth it. Oh, Esmeralda now jumping on in, taking on the other two. Kazuma and Tods on the way, and Tods on a killing spree. Tigreal, konti na lang, and ultimate from Kazuma would have taken that down if not for Thods cleaning that up nicely all the same.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Si Kazuma, gamit niya yung Gatot Kacha. Napakaganda nung kit ng Gatot Kacha if you're playing aggressively. And again, Gatot Kacha now is like a half-weight fighter, so there is some damage output. So si Tods, parang konti lang din ang kailangan niya output para talagang ma-ensure yung mga kills. So with that being said, 5-0, already ahead by maybe 3,000 gold in under 4 minutes. Fly Esports yun na nagmamadali, Percy.
So mukhang they're really being very aggressive, and you already saw that in the form of this Gatukasha being everywhere. Parang ang laki ng participation niya in all forms, all spaces. Now, Turtle has been taken down by the Roger, and that Turtle takedown was brought to you by Tough Mama. And they're now moving on to things, really not giving this buff onto this Assassin Joy. And napakawawa naman tong Joy na to. Instead of going around, securing kills and being mobile, instead, siya yung nagiging sort of linchpin. Ooh, nice escape. Konti na lang, and that the Farsa would have gone down. However, ultimately beat up for that, and Feather Nurse right now could punish them off, but instead will just dissuade them from pushing off, getting off that free tower gold My energy still very low though. At any point in time, it would be taken down off.
So here you see possibly how Fly Esports might be a little too overextended. Oh wow! I was saying that Night Fury doesn't care. Sabi ni Night Fury, sige, militin na natin to. Deads naman to sa baba si Watatsumi. Dalawa tayo dito eh. And I'm saying this because medyo napag-iwanan lang yung taas. So right now, Hello Honey and Stark should be overextending, but right now mid just making them pay. I'm wondering now why top isn't as aggressive. Why top not as aggressive while mid is getting destroyed? There you go. Finally, they pick up on it. Since nakita nilang lahat nasa mid, lahat nasa baba, tayo rin, babasag. But there's just not enough firepower in Hello Honey and Bubbles are just yet. Nice jumping by the Gatot Kacha. Kanzumi catches off guard. Bubble Stark, nice push in here. Implosion, not even pulling through. Kazuma barely surviving, but with 1 HP and a dream, the dream lives on. Hello Honey's in trouble. No way he's gonna survive this. That's a double for Virus, plus this turret going down as well. I don't think Jisoo Team can answer back. Ladies and gentlemen, 11-0 na ngayon ang score. Already ahead by 8,000 gold. Fly Esports, I can't be in trouble.
That's right. Things are looking very difficult now for iCandy. 11-0. As much as that gold lead, maybe 7K, still can be overturned. In terms of kills and maybe experience as well, things are looking very much in the way of Fly Esports at this point in time.
Yep, Fly Esports. Again, off of the back of not their core, hindi si Check or hindi si Virus, hindi rin si Night Fury. Actually, you might consider it to be Todd's 505, but no, it's off of Kazuma. So far, the 6 minutes that have passed, si Kazuma on that Gatot Kacha have been the main player here. The Gatot Kacha, oddly enough, in 2020, I'm not gonna believe what I'm saying, is the main reason why this team is doing well right now. So, payabangan! Oh my God, coming in! Oh my God, Percy, medyo delikado kasi nahira siya doon. He's gonna go down here. Medyo nag-asim.
However, at the same time, he's able to create space for the rest of his team, and Esmeralda now jumps in as well. The Check will taking double kill, triple kill, and takes out Watatsumi, and the rest of that is a wipe out. A clean team wipe from the sacrifice of Kazuma. I'd like to think that that was totally worth it. Much as nag-asim siya, he created space, brought all of the attention of the rest of the team onto him, leaving the rest of his team to clean up. Parang wala nang masagot ang iCandy after he jumped in, you know? After the rest of the team jumped in.
Yep, actually kahit dagdagan mo pa yun, kahit na may namatay pang isa, ayan, like this one right here, I think Night Fury is gonna be fine though. He does have the oath, and it's gonna run out. That's it. Okay, so even if this happened earlier, even if it was 2 for the wipeout plus a turret, and then possibly another turret, it would have been worth it. But right now, I think it's a wash. But again, just like in game number 1, no matter how forward or no matter how ahead you are, whenever you push forward, always think that a single mistake could cost you the whole game. But right now, seeing Hello Honey, parang hindi pa rin. Another Avatar of the Guardian by Kazuma. That's going to be a godlike Todd's. Si Check, nakiki-cheppy-cheppy lang, plus the turret. Oh, Higanbana just to stop them. Very defensive already. We see them kumakaton sila sa base ng iCandy.
Alright, so you can already see them moving on to the final towers of the game, sparing, of course, the last final base. However, I don't know. With 18-2, what are iCandy's options now? They're already throwing out all of their ultimates for defensive plays, just trying to make more space and dissuade them from taking on this final tower. I don't know.
I think the only option here is, it's okay to not know because I'm not so sure as well. But I think one of the few options here is to make sure na hindi sila mabutas. Okay? Commit to defending a lane whenever it's happening. Kasi at this point, 8 minutes in, hindi rin pa kaya masyado mag-split push ng Fly Esports. So, malamang sa malabang, 2 lanes lang ang kaya nila i-pressure and dasal na lang sila na hindi top and bottom yon. Kasi ang hirap nun sabayan. Pero kung mid and bottom, kaya pa nila i-depensan yun both. Especially given how much AoE they have in their kit. They have the Feathered Airstrike, they have the Higanbana, and they have the Implosion. So they just need to make sure how to layer those skills to be able to defend properly. So that's step 1. Extend the game and wag nilang hayaan mabutas. Past that, I think they're also hoping for a mistake from Fly Esports. Kasi ang ganda nga ng AoE dito ng iCandy, maganda yung layering ng skills nila. So, if they're able to do those 2 things and it happens in the right order, baka mabaliktad pa. But right now, this is definitely Fly Esports game to lose.
All right, so let's just see how things progress from here. You can already see in the periphery, Fly Esports is ready to jump in at any point in time. They're charging up already in their skills, and while that's happening, the Roger is still on the back line, cleaning things up. I think the Roger is ready to go now, rejoining his team. It looks like all 10 of our players for tonight are currently here in the middle getting ready for this. Oh, nice coming out. The Alice already comes in. Ultimate from the Katukacha. Esmeralda joins in as well. Monster kill on the Roger. Hello Honey bites back, takes down the Alice. However, that's not enough. Roger kills them both. A triple kill for Check and finally takes them down. It is a second wipeout on the side of Eye Candy. 23-3. There's nothing to stop them anymore from taking down these towers. It's still 5 more seconds before any more heroes come on back online.
Yep.
Things are going to be very difficult for them right now.
Wait lang. Tama to. Okay, looking at the life counters, looking at the death respawn timers, sabihin ko sana, actually pwede lang asimin, pwede lang tapusin to. But this is the right choice. This is the better choice. So just go for Lord, penetrate mid, and then pressure the rest of the lanes. So now, that's a 10-minute Lord here for Fly Esports. And they're just building their items. Recall first, make sure everyone's at full health, and then just finish strong in mid. Sabayan pa nila si Lord. That's what's gonna happen here next. For Eye Candy, it's defense of a lifetime.
Alright, so there you go. Lord is about to come up now at any point in time, and that's all they really need, that extra push. They couldn't have done it a while ago with death timers so low, but then now they actually can with this extra push. Things could all go their way. You can also see the middle tower. Konti na lang ang buhay niya. One small slice lang and isang pilik, kaya na yan, and it looks like Lord will actually take that one in one hit. Al's now coming on in, Feathered Airstrike coming on out. However, the pizza comes on in, Esmeralda joining the fight as well. Negrel is not stunned on out and he just cruises on out and will come on. No, it is not enough. They're now moving back down, double kill on the Esmeralda. And while it's all happening, the Lord is doing work on the tower, however, finally taking on down. This was not enough, 4-1, and instead that will be GG for Fly Esports. Congratulations to you. Eye Candy will have to find some way to counter this, or it's time for them to go home.
Ang hirap. I think their draft here also played a part. The fact that they had to bring out the Hanabi first means the rest of the draft was kind of nerfed. No, parang, inuna natin yung Hanabi, so nahirapan na yung 4 na susunod. Kasi nga, nakikipag-agawan ka na sa kabila eh. That and, yeah, I'm not sure about the Assassin Jawhead. Definitely, I think Jawhead these days is better as a side laner or as a tank, main tank. So, in the draft alone, there's so many things that Eye Candy could have done. But on the other hand, let's talk about our victors here. Fly Esports, maganda ang kanilang performance, winning this 11-minute game, 27-4. And I guess if we have to name here our MVP, numbers will say it's Todd's 20, right? Numbers will say it's Todd's 20. He does have a score of 9 and 15 assists, no deaths. So 24 of the 27 nandoon siya. Mas mataas ang ratio niya kaysa kay Kazuma on the Gatot Kacha. But I gotta give it to Gatot Kacha. Gatot Kacha on Kazuma is our Brainy Good MVP brought to you by Memo Plus Gold. I haven't seen a dominant Gatot Kacha as much as this one on Kazuma. So totoo lang, he was going for those offensive Avatar of the Guardians. He was coming in, sabi niya, kahit mamatay na ako, okay lang. But he only really died like maybe twice. And those were the only times na nag-asim siya, but it always led to a wipeout. Or even to the win. So, definitely Kazuma, a lot of stuff we can expect from him. Let's see how they adjust and how they change that. Can they clutch the 2-0? We'll see. I'm expecting quite a bit from the ladies of Eye Candy.
All right. So now that we've already seen all of these things, what do you think now that we're moving actually into the draft right now? No, how do you think things will develop now on the side of Eye Candy? They are going to be now first to ban, first to pick. What should they be looking at?
I'm not sure kung kailangan nila i-ban yung Gatot. Kasi ganun siya kalupit. Ganun kalakas yung Gatot ni Kazuma. But I guess what they're more afraid of was Tots. They looked at the numbers, and it's the numbers really that mattered to them. The numbers were like, okay, nakita natin mas malakas yung KDA ni Tots. Yun muna iban natin, and I'm guessing might be the Gatot here or the Roger. I think iCandy is gonna draft very defensively.
Your
There it is.
team
It's
is
checked
banning.
Roger. That's what they were afraid of.
Actually, yun nga, no, with banning out the Valier and the Roger, this just really opens up more possibilities for Fly Esports. Still in their kit, they have everything available to them.
Your
They can still
team
pick up a
is
Ling. They can
picking.
still pick up or a Lancelot. So
Yeah.
even without a Roger, there are some other options. And to be
Yes.
honest, in my opinion, I'd rather face a Roger than a Ling.
Again, it all comes down to preference, and both are very good meta cores, no? So pareho yan, as much as possible, wag wag mong hayaan makuha ng kalaban. I-deny mo kung kaya mo. But again, that's what's interesting here. Para sa side kasi ng iCandy, there might be a factor of comfortability and again, hero pools. So I'm not sure who else Hello Honey can play. I remember her being able to play an Iritel. So baka pwede siya mag-Iritel dito. Kasi baka masyado mahirap nga yung Hanabi. Lalo na if you're not landing your Higan Banas as well. So, I guess, ang iniisip ng Fly Esports dito, if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's the same two heroes from their first lineup.
Although on the side of iCandy, now they're switching it up a bit. Is this a better option for them? This Guinevere was actually very effective in their last game.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Your team
or
is
I don't
sorry.
know.
I
I
haven't
don't
seen
know.
actually their Guinevere, my bad.
So totoo lang, hindi ko alam kung Guinevere ito ni Hello Honey or they just picked it up early so that they can swap it out later for another player. But yeah, I'm not sure if Hello Honey is better on this hero or she should just stick to a marksman as well. But kung ano pang kulang, let's see. Core, wala pang core ang iCandy and they're missing one more side laner. For Fly Esports, wala pang hero si check. Definitely. And I'm guessing this is going to be Kazuma's hero. Kazuma is going to play this tank, Johed.
See, so it looks like they're not really going to go anymore for for this this assassin. No, actually, rather especially since my bad, Fly Esports now take me the Johed in this game.
Mm-hmm. And this is a better use of the Johed, I hope. Kasi nga, Assassin Johed, I can't remember the last time I saw an Assassin Johed that uses Retribution. It's really more of a CC type of hero now. Support pa nga. So, we'll leave it at that. Again, it's what's more useful these days. Hellcurt ban dito. And ayan na nga. So, dito ba the three most significant heroes on the side of Fly Esports. No? So, yung Valier ni Tots, yung Roger ni Check, and yung Gatot Kacha ni Kazuma. With that being said, they have to adjust it a little bit more. Maghahanap na ngayon ng dalawa pa. Tank and core for Fly Esports. No, sorry. Side lane and core. Sorry, no, side lanes are there. Mage, support, and core. Fires are still open. You still have the Selena kung gusto.
But instead they go with the Cyclops. The Cyclops was something
Cyclops? Why is Cyclops a thing in the WIC?
Actually, lots of people have been, because I was doing some research as well, no? And I've been playing some games these past few weeks, and surprisingly, people have been picking up the Cyclops. I'm not sure why, and I don't really see exactly how it can. What I don't see why, but it's just being picked. So if you've ever find out in all of your game wisdom, please do explain it to me when you find out.
I get it. There are times kasi na pwede si Cyclops, lalo na against a Ling or, you know, yung mga hero sa mga kulit. Kasi confirmed CC yung ult niya eh. But that aside, ang dami pang ibang choices and dami pang ibang pwede. So, I would have preferred the Nana if you're playing a team that's this aggressive. Again, just like the way that Aksa Tansoi did it earlier. That would have been my preference. But, yeah, I guess it's up to us to see how Night Fury is going to be playing the Cyclops. Now, before the game begins, let's understand what the lineups bring us. Ano nga bang magandang pick dito for both teams? We'll see who we name our Brainy Good draft pick by Memo Plus Gold. Actually, si Tods pala. I gotta give it out to Kazuma. I like the way he played the Gatot earlier. So now, on this Johan, I can expect greater things. I expect more better engagement kasi he's not an all-in type of hero. He can go in with the ejector, unstoppable force, flicker out. Gatot Kacha doesn't play like that. So this is definitely a Johan that I'm expecting to do great things with and maybe even close out the 2-0. That's just my predictions. And of course, our Brady Good draft pick.
All right, now let's get on to this. Could this be the last game for tonight, or could this be the knockout extending on to a little bit later more on? Before we move into this match, let's watch this.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
All right, so it looks like we're now into the action now.
All troops
And on the side of Angan, they're going back to their 2-2-1 lineup, just like in the previous game. Fly Esports now moving into their 1-3-1, now moving with this triangle formation, maybe hoping to catch somebody on out. And it looks like this Chang may be in trouble. Ice ejector right there. Cyclops already pouring on out the damage. And with that, Lancelot goes to the Cyclops. First Blood now brought to you by Tough Mama goes in the way of Fly Esports.
Perfect execution. Yung sinasabi ko naghahanap. Diba? Again, ejector lang ang puhunan dito ni Kazuma. And even bothered Jisoo Kim. Stop the purple take here. And now, check here has the Little Wonder. And ay! Ito rin yung ginawa ng Aksa Tansui kanina, diba? Against Nozawa's Fanny. Inaasar. Ginugulo-gulo no jutsu. Kazuma, Jisoo Kim not getting his purple.
That's a third time in a row. That's a third toss in a row.
Ayaw na. Tinan mo, bumigay na. Ayoko na.
Huwag na. Ito na lang.
Orange.
But then still, that is the nice thing about the Harley, especially since yung normal attack niya both works on attack and magical attack as well. So I guess that's okay. But then look, I think Kazuma wants more. Alam niyang papunta. However, a little too short on that one. Nice toss right there. But with that, we'll be able to take him on down. If not the red buff, we'll be able to take down the Harley instead.
Yep, and that's gonna be 2-0. Still in the lead. Early on, wala pang 2 minutes. 1,000 gold na ang lamang ng Fly Esports. Looking up top though, at least it looks like Bubbles and Watatsumi are kind of winning their lane. Hello Hani now, linipat na nga. So again, if in game 1 it didn't work out, you switch a few things up and it might lead to a great change. So Hello Hani here on this Guinevere, having a hard time against the Alice, but nice draw up top. Bubble start though, gonna go down. Pero nakabawi, at least may 2 kills na si Watatsumi. That's a double for her.
All right, so there you go. That was a 2-for-1 exchange. Of course, sila yung pumasok nun, and they were. It wasn't really worth it. These 3 heroes coming on in, trying to pick one off, just for the Kufra. They may have been because they were on the offensive, but then. Might not have been all that worth it. Siguro, they were trying to find more opportunities for them to probably really take that on down. Maybe it just wasn't enough. Sobrang kunat ni Bubble start, and si Watatsumi was just able to push right out of the way, not able to really land all of their skills onto that. Take a look at the middle lane. Nice dodge from there, avoiding the damage right there.
Yep. Already, a little bit of progress, some development from game number 1, no? So, 3 minutes in, 2-3 ang ating score, less than 1k ang lamang, and the top lane of Watatsumi and Bubble Stark is doing well. So, if their main marksman, in Watatsumi, the Yushin Shin, can survive and do well, may chance dito ang eye candy. These ladies can definitely make it and force a game number 3. But so far, all the other lanes ang nananalo, Fly Esports. So we'll see how they work that out. If it's gonna, in the end, pay off. Yung investment sa top lane.
Like Kazumi now looking for a target to find. He was nearly onto that Kufra. However, of course, that Kufra will be able to instantly get out if things turn bad. However, Kazuma, if not one target, maybe looks onto the other. Siyang naghahanap talaga ng target at any point in time. This is maybe a better role for the Jawhead. Imbis na assassin, ibang klaseng assassination ang gagawin niya. Disruption at the same time. Oh, YSS now spotting out this possible ambush from Fly Esports. Will it be their turn to come on in instead? Ultimate On's out and looks like they'll be disengaging. However, Bubble Start now looking for a target, lands into the middle lane, not able to bounce onto anybody. Alice taking down the Guinevere off camera. However, instead here in the middle lane, it'll be Check who takes down the Kufra in the midst of all of that trouble.
Nako, maganda sana yung panimula dito ng Eye Candy. They definitely are in better form. But the fact that 4v5 essentially yung laban na yun kasi nga nasa baba lang si Night Fury means hirap pa rin kahit na maganda na yung score dito or mas malapit na yung score dito ng Eye Candy sa score ng Fly Sports. Hirap pa rin sila. But along with Jisoo Kim walks into a 3v1. Pinaulanan ng ult dito sa sabog ang ating Cyclops and Hello Honey says never mind. Mamba out.
However, oops, nice ultimate catching out 2. The YSS now ultimate coming on 3. The Jawhead is still there, not focusing on the Guinevere at all. However, now actually tapos na yung Torre. Now it is your turn and Kazuma takes that one down now after taking that successful tower takedown brought to you by Hop Movers. Nag-move on siya into his real target, the Guinevere, who was not able to stop him at all.
Hindi pala dapat pala sinabi niya talaga mamba out pero lumaban nag-asim. I don't know what Hilo Honey was thinking. Possibly maybe take down that minion first, the siege minion, because definitely that was what dealt the more damage and eventually led to her death. But yeah, so far 2-7, lumalaki ulit ang gap. I think Eye Candy, they started strong, but they're losing their grip once more here in this game number 2 as Check takes the turtle, second turtle of the game.
That second turtle type down was brought to you by Tough Mama, and now let's look for more targets. Actually, it is in the hands of Kazuma, who now finds a target kill with his double ultimate right there. YSS coming on out, trying to dissuade them. However, it is the Cyclops who takes down that one. Fully damage output that he can afford. And Esmeralda walks into 5 with a Harley able to take down 1. Right straight. Check what now trying to take down anyone he can find in the backline. He does find him in the form of the Harley, who has no more options to explore. Naglalakad pa uwi si Harley. Kinuha pa niya in the end, and that is role in assassin right there. Nice jump. Will they be able to catch out the Alice? No, Night Fury walks away really cleanly from all of these advances. Andy, they didn't get an opportunity to latch on to Night Fury.
Yep, si Night Fury nakita niya yung ult ni Hello Honey. Violet Requiem, nope, lalakad lang ako. And again, Night Fury is owning this lane. 2-0-1, threatening the second tier turret push. I don't think Night Fury ever moved out. There you go. I think this is the first time Night Fury is rotating into a different lane more aggressively in this 7-minute match. So, ngayon pa lang natin naramdaman yung full presence niya. And now, Mountain Shocker para makita ni Watatsumi kung nasaan ang mga member ng Fly Esports. And they disperse. They move out. Oh, nice push down bottom. Sabog, Antore.
That's right. And that tower will... oops, konti
Ay,
na lang.
walang minions pala. Walang minions. Walang minions.
However, a nice initiation from Alice. Alice comes in, however, they have to face the Chang. However, iced out Chang, not really able to take any damage. And Kazuma finds a target in the form of Harley. And finally, Kazuma gets taken down as well. YSS taking that one. However, Yun comes to Guinevere. However, on the backline, Checkwa is cleaning up all of the backliners. Now moving on to another target. Hello Hani now alone versus these 3. Will he be able to make it out alive? Alice now pocketing her ultimate. And it is Check who takes down the final damage.
Uy! Muntik na yon. Kulang na lang Savage, isa. But Check does go for the Maniac here. 6-0-2, running straight, making a beeline for the Turtle. I think that's the only conversion that they can do. Kasi nga medyo nahirapan din sila doon. They did lose Tods. They did lose Kazuma. So okay na rin. Second tier turret. Plus this long range Turtle. Oh, nice off-cam kill on Night Fury. The first casualty and the first death for this Alice. So far, again, Watatsumi is who we can expect to do good things here for Eye Candy. Keep your eye on this lady.
Alright, we do hope that they get more opportunities to show off because again, this is a do-or-die match. They're going to be backs against the wall for Eye Candy. They need to pull out all the stops for this one. And if Watatsumi is all that's left, if she can transform into that hyper carry she knows she can be, then this could mean trouble for Fly Esports because with only a 7k lead, they still can turn things around. Now they're coming on out. Kazuma coming on in, flying out their ultimate. However, the damage dealer is already down. Jisoo Kim and Hello Honey already on down. They need to back off. What the 2 minutes on down, and their damage dealers are still alive. However, the rest of their front line is already in tatters, and they will have no choice but to head on home. However, the rest of Fly Esports is now ready to take down this middle tower without any contention, because if nobody will come on in, then just like that, nice dodge from there. If not, they would have been able to check out. However, Night Fury now comes on in, trying to dissuade them from taking out this tower. Night Fury is in trouble. Will he have any other opportunity to come on out? And Night Fury in trouble? No, actually not. It is Guinevere who takes down double kill for Hello Honey and takes down both mages clean and simple.
May bawi talaga. So Hello Honey here finally finding her groove, and Watatsumi, always ever the supportive member. Konting assist dito, maybe a kill where she can find it. And she does have the orange buff here. Vero's not the best target, I think, especially since she does have maybe a quarter of a shield. And now they catch out Hello Honey, able to dash on through and survive. So this is a better form for iCandy, no doubt. 10 minutes in, already this is a longer game, I believe. It's gonna be a longer game than game number 1. Tingnan natin, mas maganda ang kanilang mid-game compared to game number 1. But they're lacking that full insurance policy, because Watatsumi on that YSS, not as good in the late game as compared to like a fully kitted out Hanabi. So dapat may bawi yan. Dapat may they have to be a little more aggressive this time.
That's right. And so now they really have to take care of themselves. They can't afford any risks anymore. At any point in time, things could flip. Just like elections, they could flip over to the other side from red to blue at any point. So they need to be very careful, consolidate the losses, and try to take out the objectives that they can see if they take. Just like this Lord, brought to you by Tough Mom.
Bilis. So check here, still untouched, 6-0 and 5. Para sa si Tods kanina. Nice purify here by your Maureen. Ating Maureen. Tods taking quite a few damage. That's going to be the deadly magic. Dinadagan pa ng meteor shower. So that's a lot of ults spent already by iCandy. And this can be timed out by Fly Esports. Pwede lang sabihin, okay, pasok na tayo. Pilitin natin to Lord Siege. Dahil wala sila ult. Ejector started up.
And Chaco gets taken down. Lord now bearing down on the middle lane. However, Tekwo takes down the backline. Godlike now. And it looks like kills are flying on out. Who will be next? It is the Kufra. Double kill on that Lancelot. Double kill Tatsumi. And with that, what other option do they have left? They're now not giving any chance anymore for iCandy to turn this around and instead go for the push. GG to iCandy. Fly Esports will be moving on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Czech able to finish this game with no deaths. 9-0 and 6 ang ating Lancelot dito, courtesy of Fly Esports with this very first WIC Open 2020 elimination. Thank you so much to the ladies of iCandy for joining us. We definitely appreciated your competitive spirit and presence here in the very first WIC Open. But tonight, it's all about Fly Esports. With this 2-0 win, congratulations. Our Brainy Good MVP, once more brought to you by Memo Plus Gold. Definitely. Check. No doubt. 906. Si Fly Kazuma dito, hindi kasing ganda nung gatot katsa niya kanina. So this Jawhead, it did its job. But I still do believe Czech is the star here. Czech is our MVP.
All right. So, congratulations to Fly Esports. iCandy, better luck next time. This isn't the only WIC Open. I'm sure there will be many more. So, don't worry. Konting practice pa. Siguro next season, kayang-kaya nyo nang tumapat sa mga teams just like this. Fly Esports now getting a second chance at life. And now, let's go on ahead and see for a little teaser on what's going to be happening for our day 6. All right, so let's go ahead and check out who will be our teams for day 6. There you go. Coming back from our day 2, we have Team Work going up against HB Trojans. And of course, our losers from that day will be coming back, clawing their way up. Philippine Identity Esports versus Hunter X Gamer.
All right, more WIC action happening. And again, another potential elimination. Actually, not a potential elimination. Legit, merong malalaglag dito between Philippine Identity Esports and Hunter X Gamer. If you're a fan of either team and you want to see them succeed and still continue playing here at the WIC Open, show them some support and of course share the stream. But Percy, I think there is something else happening coming this Wednesday. No? I think may bagong promo dito sa mga manonood ng WIC Open.
That's right. The WIC Open is now giving away diamonds. That's right. You guys have a chance to win diamonds just by watching the stream. All right. So we'll be not yet posting the mechanics just yet. However, you can pause the screen right here, and there is a chance for you guys to win 500 pesos worth of Mobile Legends diamonds, courtesy of our partners and sponsors for today. So thank you very much, WIC, World Impact Communications, for bringing this together. And of course, to all of our partners who made today happen.
Maraming salamat sa Memo Plus Gold. Para iwas kalimot, take Memo Plus Gold capsule every day. Pure and natural, bako pamonyera. Be brainy good with Memo Plus Gold. Thank you so much as well to Tough Mama. Masaya ang buhay with Tough Mama. Sa quality at tibay, maasahan. Nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
Of course, we'd like to thank Hop Movers as well. Extra kita, extra savings sa mga deliveries with Hop Movers. Download Hop Movers Senders or Hop Movers Captain app and discover great deals. Hop on sa Hop Movers. Let's also thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
Thank you as well to iCandy. Get your sweet fab gadget accessories only at iCandy. And last but not least, Yellow and Orange, the best egg custard pie in town, can only be found at Yellow and Orange. And their cheesecakes are a blockbuster. Maraming salamat.
Let's see you again on day 6 when we see our next batch of upper bracket and lower bracket matches. Once again, my name is Percy. With me is Leo, shoutcasting and hosting the WIC Open. We'll see you this Wednesday.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama. Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama. Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama. Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings, sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.